Hello people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, then my name is Jimena and I'm gonna be teaching you today 4 tips that have been working for me to learn this wonderful, needed second language. So keep watching. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but it's the truth. The school's always gonna give you just a part to push you to learn this second language, but they're not gonna give you everything to start talking. And the first class or the last class, you're not gonna go out and say, hey, I'm very talkative now. No, they're just gonna give you the tools for be correct on grammarly and in general, okay? So what I'm saying with this is you need to practice the double of what the school is doing for you. Here's the thing. When you learn Spanish when you was a baby, nobody gives you a book to start reading or to start learning words. You just did it because it's your native language, right? What I'm saying is this is the same way, an easier way to learn English. So I'm gonna give you 2 tips inside of this step that are gonna help you to be better practicing. So the first thing I'm gonna be sharing with you is, if you don't know how to pronounce a word, go to Google Translator, put the word and push that button that says speaker. And she or him, I don't know, whoever you choose, he gonna tells you how to pronounce that.
Frustrated. Frustrated. Desperate. Desperate. Desperate.
And then you can keep practicing. And once you know how to pronounce that word, the second tip that I'm gonna give you is put in the text that little microphone that is under the buttons. I'm gonna put the screen here. Press the button. Before that, you need to make sure that you have in the settings English language. So this option is to you to speak something and the phone will change it by text. So this is a good thing that's gonna help you to know if you are saying it right. What I used to do is, I don't know, I'm struggling with this word, I don't know how to pronounce it. I went to Google Translator, put the word, memorize how it's correct to say it, and then go to this function that iPhones have. I don't know if Androids have, I don't think so, but anyways, so I start speaking and saying a phrase that says that word in a specific. And if it was right it, then you was doing good. I know, if you're 100% Mexican and you born in Mexico, then you know that Mexicans love memes and love to make fun of people and enjoy to laugh of someone that is trying to speak something that is not working, even though it's working. But don't make fun of people that is trying to learn, because that makes you, first of all, a bad person. And to that person, what you're gonna cause is that he gonna be or she gonna be ashamed to practice in front of people because it's not funny. It's not, seriously. I know it's harder because when you are learning for first time and trying to be confident with yourself, speaking in public, it's hard to do it when someone is watching you like this and waiting for you to make a mistake to laugh in your face. Don't do that. And I have noticed that Mexicans make fun of Mexicans speaking English. Americans doesn't make fun of Mexicans when they are speaking English, and Mexicans don't make fun of American people when they are speaking Spanish. Okay, some of them, but no, in the majority doesn't do that, because it's just normal to see an American person trying to speak Spanish. It's just,
oh, he's trying, it's okay.
But when a Mexican is trying to speak English and it's bad, or with bad I don't mean necessarily bad, it's just not what your ears are expecting, because it's not the same pronunciation than an American person, just don't do it, okay? If you have a nice pronunciation, then
Awesome.
but if you don't pretend, okay? That's fine. You are not native person speaking English. Your first language is Spanish and you're trying to learn English. You don't need to pretend. It's okay to say words with your own pronunciation, that it's obviously a Mexican accent, because we are Mexican. There's nothing you can do with your accent. It's just what it is, and you need to deal with it. Don't try to make a fake pronunciation as an American person, because gringos, they don't pretend to speak Spanish like us, like very hard and rude and hit. I don't know how to say it. They don't even try. They just have their own American accent, and when they are speaking Spanish, you can notice so fast that they are gringos and they are trying to speak Spanish. So don't pretend. It's better to have your own accent, even though it's like Sofia Vergara one. Everybody knows Sofia Vergara. And I can say that I love her accent because she's not trying to be like, it's just her normal accent, and that's fine. If you can be understood by someone else or by an American native person, that's enough, and that's what you need. With this, I mean that there is a huge quantity of words in Spanish that doesn't have any translation. They just doesn't exist. So don't try to create new words that doesn't exist. If you have a doubt, or if you are wondering if you can say the same word in Spanish than in English, search for it. Google it.
Google it, Google it, Google it, Google it, Google it, Google it, Google it.
Because I'm gonna say something that happened to me. At the beginning, when I started talking, I used to be confused with these words that doesn't exist on English. American people just don't know that they exist. For example, chiflado. There's no word for chiflado. It's just, you have alternatives, obviously, but you don't have the same exact word. And don't try to create them or say chiflado, because that doesn't exist, okay? Don't be that probably, I'm gonna make a meme of that. That probably will be funny for another Mexican. And another example that I have is, I struggle mainly with the word desesperado. This word I always use it in Spanish. But when I arrived here and I started talking and trying to say this word, it was impossible to say something. And I used to say desperate. That's not the word. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I searched for it and I think there is a word, but it's not what I was saying. That's what I want you to understand. It wasn't what I was saying, and so that make me a word creator, and that's bad. That's maybe if you're talking with a native American person, they're gonna understand you because of that word. They're gonna understand because all the phrase that you say, and you wanted to put that word where it shouldn't be there. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to don't put those words, but they're gonna understand because of all the phrase. I'm struggling again. So this is a lot for today of me talking in English. I do speak English every day since I moved to America. So what I can say is, don't stop trying to learn. Keep practicing all the time. What it used to work for me, it was to sing in English. It was to make a fake. Es una rima. It was to make a fake conversation in my mind and talk to someone or somebody in the shower. I used to create a fake conversation, imaginary obviously, and that helped you many to improve your vocabulary, your language, and your pronunciation. So those are the things that I want to share with you. I'm gonna try to put subtitles so it's easier if you are not accustomed to see videos in English. This is not, I know I'm not like Holly. I'm gonna teach you words. I'm gonna teach you how to write them, how to read them. I just want to share how I did learn, what worked for me, and I'm probably gonna be doing this kind of videos once per week. I don't know. I think that's too much because right now I'm not doing videos that often, but in a future, if I'm gonna be doing videos, one day of the week will be this kind of videos. So I can help my friends, close friends that I know they are struggling, that they need to learn because of the school, because of the work, whatever. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you can practice with these things. If they help you in some way,
Please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new and you just are not interested, then try to don't hate because
I hate the haters, so if that makes sense.
so just peace, leave, and go to a channel that it's better explaining than me because I'm Latina and I'm Mexican and I'm gonna be talking like this. And that's it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye. And I'm gonna be teaching you today, and I'm gonna be so the first tip is, so the first things I'm going to share with you, So the second tip, if you do, it's okay to say words. It's okay to say words with your, but they don't, so far, no. This word, I always use it and